Let's get right into it.
Number 7. Your secret conversations. You ever say something near your phone like, I kind of want tacos, and then suddenly every app you open is like, taco deals near you. Yeah, we've all been there, and we've all had the same thought. Wait, is my phone listening to me? Here's the spooky truth. It technically doesn't have to. Sure, some apps have been caught dipping their creepy little hands into your microphone permissions, but even without that, your phone already knows what you're talking about. How? Through location tracking, browsing history, purchase receipts, and what your friends are searching for. If your buddy texts you about tacos, guess what? Suddenly you're both being haunted by tortilla ads. Still, don't underestimate those always-on assistants, Siri, Alexa, Google. They're designed to listen for weak words, but they've been caught recording way more than they're supposed to. And once that audio is captured, it's often stored or analyzed for quality improvement. Translation, some bored contractor in another country might have literally heard you mutter, my feet stink at 11:37 p.m., So the next time you rant out loud about your boss or ex or your undying love for tacos, just remember, your phone may not only know, it might be packaging that data up and selling it to the highest bidder. Basically, it's like venting to a friend, if that friend was also an informant.
Number 6. Your predictable future. This one's less about what you're doing right now and more about what you're going to do. Your phone can predict your future with embarrassing accuracy. And no, not because it's psychic, but because your habits are basically a neon sign screaming, "I am predictable." Location data alone lets your phone guess your routines, when you leave for work, where you buy coffee, how long you sit at Taco Bell before regretting your choices. Combine that with your browsing, messages, purchases, and movement data, and suddenly your phone can forecast what you'll want before you even know it yourself. Ever notice ads for something you were thinking about buying? That's not magic. That's machine learning connecting your tiny breadcrumbs of behavior. Example, if you look up hiking boots and your calendar shows a free weekend and the weather app says sunny, congratulations, you're about to be targeted with camping gear ads so precise they might as well throw in bug spray. It gets creepier. Research shows AI models trained on your phone's data can predict mental health outcomes, relationship troubles, and even if you're likely to quit your job. So while you're sitting there like, I wonder if I should break up with them, your phone already knows you will and is waiting to sell you rebound dating app ads. Basically, your future isn't a mystery anymore. It's a spreadsheet in some server farm labeled you, but slightly ahead of schedule.
Number 5.
Your biometric secrets. Remember when unlocking your phone was just pressing a button? Yeah, now your device has your fingerprint, your face scan, and in some cases even your voice print. Basically, you've handed over a digital copy of your body to a slab of glass and metal that's probably leaking data like a broken faucet. Fingerprints used to be sacred crime scene material. Now, they're just Tuesday morning when you want to check Instagram. And facial recognition isn't just, is this you? Nope. It maps dozens of unique points across your face, the distance between your eyes, the curve of your nose, the geometry of your jawline. Your phone basically knows your skull measurements better than a medieval phrenologist. And it doesn't stop there. Some apps are experimenting with pulse detection through your camera. That's right, cover your fingertip over your lens and your phone can literally read your heartbeat. Combine that with your gait, voice, and fingerprints, and suddenly your privacy is less private than a reality TV confession booth. Here's the terrifying irony. This biometric data is supposed to keep you safer. But once it's stored, if hackers or corporations ever get hold of it, you can't exactly change your face like you'd change a password. What are you going to do, swap out your thumb? Good luck with that. So yeah, the device you bought to protect your identity is now hoarding pieces of it like a dragon sitting on a pile of your DNA.
Number 4. Your sleep schedule. Your phone knows when you're asleep. No, not because it's secretly watching you like some horror movie baby monitor, but because it's tracking every time you don't touch it. Every midnight scroll, every 3 a.m. YouTube binge, every just checking the time lie you tell yourself. All of it adds up into a creepy little sleep diary. And it doesn't need a fancy smartwatch strapped to your wrist either. Just the absence of activity tells it, oh, they're knocked out now. Combine that with your alarms, notifications, and app usage, and your phone could probably tell your doctor exactly how much REM sleep you're not getting. Tech companies love this because sleep patterns equal lifestyle patterns. If your phone knows you're always up at 2 a.m., it knows you're more likely to buy energy drinks, order late-night food, or impulsively purchase socks you don't need. Suddenly, your insomnia becomes a marketing strategy. The creepiest part? Even airplane mode doesn't save you. Your accelerometer and gyroscope are still awake, silently whispering, "Yep, they haven't moved for 6 hours," definitely drooling on the pillow. Basically, your phone is the clingy friend who notices when you don't text back because you fell asleep. Except it's logging that forever.
Number 3, your walking gait. Your phone doesn't just know where you're walking, it knows how you're walking. Yeah, every weird shuffle, limp, or late-night stumble after 2 energy drinks and regret is technically being recorded. The accelerometer and gyroscope inside that little rectangle are so precise, they can actually build a signature out of the way your body moves. Think of it like a fingerprint, except instead of being on your hand, it's in your awkward speed walk to catch the bus. Here's the creepy part. Researchers have shown that just by analyzing your walking pattern, phones can identify who you are with insane accuracy, even if they don't have your face, your voice, or your name. It's basically digital gait sniffing. Imagine walking down the street thinking you're anonymous, and your phone is just sitting there like, "Oh yeah, that's 100% you. Nice posture, by the way." It gets worse. Certain medical conditions actually change your walking rhythm, meaning your phone could, in theory, predict health issues before you do. Today it's, "Haha, your stride looks funny." Tomorrow it's, "Hey, we noticed your walking pattern matches early Parkinson's." It's like being roasted by your Fitbit with a medical degree. So yeah, every step you take isn't just exercise, it's data, and your phone is the nosy neighbor counting every one of them.
Number 2, your mood swings are big. Oh, you thought your phone didn't know when you're cranky? Adorable. Between typing speed, autocorrect fails, and the amount of pressure you slam onto your touchscreen when rage texting, your phone can pick up on your mood faster than your therapist. If your typing is erratic and your swipes look like someone scratching a lottery ticket, guess what? Your phone's little AI brain is flagging that you might be angry, stressed, or one passive-aggressive emoji away from a meltdown. And then there's the camera. Yeah, the innocent selfie machine. Turns out facial recognition tech can read micro-expressions, tiny muscle movements that reveal emotions you're not even aware of. So when you open your front-facing camera just to check your hair, your phone is silently like, "Oh, interesting. They're anxious. 62% probability. Also, yikes on that bedhead." But wait, it goes deeper. Ever notice how music apps suddenly shove sad playlists in your face after a breakup, like your phone just knows you cried into a burrito last night? That's because your listening habits are psychological gold. Phones track when you skip songs, when you replay the same heartbreak anthem 10 times, and when you switch to aggressive rap at 2 a.m. Congratulations, your Spotify Wrapped is basically an emotional surveillance report. So yeah, your phone knows when you're happy, angry, lonely, or spiraling into existential dread. Basically, it's your mood ring, if mood rings were powered by corporate surveillance and data science.
Number 1, our entire social web. Think you're just one person with one phone? Nope. To your device, you're the center of a massive, invisible spiderweb made up of every person you know, text, stalk, or awkwardly bump into on Tinder. And your phone is mapping that web in disturbing detail. It's called the social graph. Every call you make, every text you send, every contact you add, even the random person whose number you got once because they promised cheap car parts. All of that creates little nodes and connections. Your phone doesn't just know who you talk to, it knows how often, how long, and at what times. which means it can guess who your best friend is, who you secretly like more than you should, and who you're ghosting harder than the Haunted Mansion at Disney. And it doesn't stop at you, because if your friend's phone is doing the same thing, now the system knows you two exist in each other's lives, even if you never admit it online. Suddenly, corporations, apps, and governments can look at the whole web and see relationships you thought were private. That's why you sometimes get bizarrely accurate friend suggestions on social media. Hey, want to connect with your coworker's cousin's dentist's roommate? And you're like, how the hell do you know I was at that dinner party once? Spoiler, your phone's already introduced themselves while you were eating breadsticks. So yeah, your phone doesn't just know you. It knows your tribe, your enemies, your ex's new partner, and probably the Uber driver who drove you home that one regrettable night. Basically, your phone is the nosiest gossip in your friend group, except instead of spilling tea, it's selling it. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.